Absolutely stoked for this one. Faction came out with a new film a couple weeks ago. Most of you guys have already seen it. I'd imagine it's called Roots. Faction Collective, Faction the ski company. They're home to some of the best riders on planet Earth, some of the best athletes to ever do it in the industry. And they continue to put out masterpieces every single season. And this is the newest one. And we're about to watch it. Boys taking us out to Ruka, Finland. It's a snow resort in Finland, home to some cold weather and some... Oh, yes, sorry. I think that's Antti Lila. This is where he grew up skiing. Carves off one jump, lands in the opposite table. Left side bio 720 trail in Japan grab. Does the exact same thing on the next set of tables with the left side 5. Steezy switch 900. Lazy boy 180, grabbing tail, grabbing blunt right off the lip. Gosh darn it. I don't have a clue how that's physically possible. He sets a Lincoln Weddle, which is a conventional trick, but he's gonna let go of that grab so he can pop his hips out in the opposite direction, which will initiate that opposite 180. Pulls it to switch, keeps his skis together, executes it perfectly. Gosh darn it. Daniel Honka, look at that double shifty. Oh, pulls it to the dub nose on the 180. That was sick. Switch 5, trailing blunt. This guy is a shifty master. Look at that left side cork 9, pops a shifty, and then grabs trailing Cuban. Cubans are one of the most difficult grabs you can do in freestyle skiing because it requires the athlete to go all the way and grab their opposite ski's tail. And right on the tip top of that tail, there's no room for air, man. You got to be flexible to snag it right, man. And Daniel's the man for the job. Look at that. I just love skiing. That segment was only like a minute long, yet it was some of the gnarliest footage I've seen today. Like, absolutely disrespecting those tables. Super Steezy executed properly. Nice on the O-host. Looks like we're not done. We got Marcus coming out for the count here. Doing some dope axes. Look at that switch bio 900. 2.5 rotations there. Double cork. Buttering up the lumbar right there. Nice to see it. Wow. Wow. That is by far one of the nuttiest things I've ever seen done on a pair of twigs. This distance from here to there, probably 80 to 100 feet, maybe even more. But then imagine telling yourself, I'm going to rip down the mountain, pump off the jump backwards, and then do 3 full off-axis rotations. He's doing a switch bio 1080. That means I'm coming off the jump, popping over my shoulder, and then spinning 3 times. That means he also has to land backwards over here, and somehow he makes it look effortless. Pumping his zero spin on that last table transfer. Anti's control? Huh. Like so good. Matei sponsor. Yeah, this is one of the best skiers in the game right now. One of the leading athletes in the industry, and you're about to see why. Oh, wow. One of the loftiest double flat spin 720s I've ever seen. You see how he just keeps his skis together throughout the entire rotation? That makes no sense! Nose butter cork 360. I can't break that down because that's not physically possible. Textbook switch double cork 1080, 2 flips, 3 full rotations. Switch cork 5 seatbelt. He sets like a misty 450 out of this turbo tube, but watch his hips. He somehow manages to pump his hips out forward, turning that into, what would you call that? Like a misty 270 out because you set a misty 360 out and then you do the Pretz 90. I'm stumped. Oh my gosh, dude. Finishing off left side double cork 1260, 3.5 full rotations, 2 flips with a dub Japan grab. And do you see? He lands switch and a nose press with the skis glued together. Wanted to watch one more segment with you guys. Again, the whole film's about 46 odd minutes long, 46 minutes of pure joy. Really encourage you guys to watch the whole thing. I have it linked in the description. Every part of it is incredibly gnarly, especially the girls, man. They killed it this year. Got a big Bertha Booter coming in. Boys ready to bull, ready to bust. Matei setting a left side cork 5 Cuban. Oh, These are the dirtiest 540s ever done in history. He's setting a left side 540, which is an easy trick, but he makes it incredibly difficult for himself by playing in the air. One shifty and then two shifties. Look at that. His skis are in the complete opposite direction of his body right now, and he pulls it around last second. Even though shifties look really easy in lower level rotations like a 540, they're not, especially when you're busting 100 feet in the air here. Left side double cork 1620. That's 4.5 full rotations. Doing a trail in Weddle grab with it too throughout the entire thing. So difficult to spin that amount while also pulling that grab back. Another 1620, another double cork 1620, but he does it with a grab combo. 2 grabs in this one. Right there, he's doing a trail in Weddle, then he's gonna pull it to a trail in blunt. To do 2 grabs while you're spinning 4.5 times in the air, I can't even fathom that. Cork 1, cork 180 with a little bit of a shifty in the 2. That is so difficult. Oh, hot down. Skiing. Yeah, that is one of my favorite rotations this guy ever pulls off. He pulled it to 16. I don't know if I've ever seen him do a switch single bio 1620. That's incredible. So we gotta learn. I gotta test you. Switch bio. You're going off the jump backwards and then popping over your shoulder. He's doing a switch bio single bio 1620. So he's doing 4.5 rotations here. Oh, that's so much spinning while also grabbing trail and blunt. Back 4 and blasting in switch. One of my favorite skiers of all time. Stop. Switch double cork 720. I didn't even know that was humanly possible. That axis is incredibly difficult to hit. Pulling the triples out. Switch triple cork 1800. 3 flips, 5 full rotations. This guy is an animal going so big. Oh, double Misty 1260 trail and blunt. And Misty's look so hot when you pull it with a blunt, because you're rotating forward but you're grabbing behind you. Like, dude, you can't tell me that doesn't look sexy. Antiolila stepping up. Huge 540. One of the most satisfying things about watching pro skiers is the fact they don't take a single ounce of impact when they land. Check this out. Right side carving cork 9. And did you see his knees bent? Because brother, I sure as hell did it, man. It's crazy. What was that? Double Misty 1080. Throwing some sorcery in the mix there as well. Look at this grab that he's pulling. For that to be possible, you got to be missing an ACL, an MCL, and a meniscus. I swear to God, man, that is wild. Putting the landing gear down like it's nothing as well. Double Misty 1440. That's 4 full rotations, 2 flips. Got Alex all absolutely blasting into the end run here. Super stoked for this guy. Recently came out with a pro model, which he's repping here. Switch double cork 1080. I think he's doing that with a lead seatbelt. That looks so crazy. That's incredibly difficult because to spin and skiing, you need to open up your shoulders. He is deliberately closing off his right shoulder when he's spinning to the right by doing that lead seatbelt grab. No idea how you're able to get a rotation like a dub 10 around when you're doing that. Oh! No! That takes the cake for the nastiest double cork 1260 I've ever seen in my life. Sets a slightly under-rotated double cork 1260. Right as he hits the 1080 mark, 3 full rotations, he's gonna whop his skis around to get the last 180 to turn it into a 1260. No way. No way! Alex Hall absolutely baiting us. So he's gonna set a double cork 1080. That's 2 flips, 3 full rotations. But once he hits 900, 2.5 rotations, he's gonna whoop his body like a feline and pull it to switch to turn it into a double cork 9. I can't even stress how tough that is. Like, you see how he whips his body out like a feline? I have no idea how these guys do the things they do. To everybody who lent a helping hand creating this thing, the athletes, the editors, the filmers, producers, everybody. Thanks. That was crazy. If you want to have the best experience of your life, go ahead, click the link in the description below. It'll take you over to the full film and you can watch it for yourself, Rubber Ducky.